our picks for the top 10 sexiest accents.
Last time I gave you more cleavage, this time I gave you more legs.
For this list, we've chosen those accents from around the world that, when spoken by either men or women, make us swoon.
Okay, girls, time to go.
Number 10, Brazilian Portuguese.
Não se preocupe.
While Brazil's official language is Portuguese, it varies quite a bit from that spoken in Portugal.
I say, Mom, Dad, this is my dream.
With almost all of the inhabitants of the South American country speaking it, it's no surprise the very sound of it makes you feel as though you've stepped into a tropical paradise.
In my country, this is football.
Thanks to a mix of Amerindian, African, and European influences, Brazilian Portuguese is proof that diversity can be a good thing.
Eu preciso te ter.
Oh, wow.
Eu preciso.
Eu preciso.
Preciso.
Eu preciso.
Te ter.
Te ter.
Te ter.
Te ter.
Te ter.
Te ter.
Ter.
We particularly love the sexy accents of Brazilian beauties Gisele Bündchen and Adriana Lima.
Guys, Valentine's Day is not that complicated. Give, and you shall receive.
Number 9, Bayesian Creole.
I've had to learn how to adjust my accent a bit for the sake of interviews and conversations.
Derived from English, as it is a blend of a West African substrate and an English superstate.
We speak English, but broken English, really bad English. So I would just say something like, he's so cute. Not he is so cute.
And while that's all Rihanna,
First thing you could say is, you fussy?
You fussy?
You are fuzzy.
You see? Just like that. You fussy. Fussy.
Number 8, German.
Well, they're kind of like sweet things that we say to each other, like Schatz, Schatzi,
You call him Shotzi? Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
like sweetheart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or like Knopfnase.
What?
Knopfnase.
While German has roots from the Indo-European languages, it's not its history that lands it here. The European country's official language earned its spot because it sounds tough, cool, and downright badass.
Now, if one were to determine what attribute the German people share with a beast, it would be the cunning and the predatory instinct of a hawk.
While Standard German differs across the nation's region, and between the other countries where the language is spoken, the diversity merely adds to its appeal and intrigue.
Ooh, that's a bingo! Is that the way you say it? That's a bingo?
There seems to be some ambiguity in terms of the letters W and V, but that really isn't what's important here. The stronger the accent, the better.
Entschuldigen Sie, Herr Sturmführer, Sie haben einen sehr ungewöhnlichen Akzent.
Diane Kruger and Christoph Waltz are two talents that come to mind.
Also, was ist mit Ihrem wunderschönen Bein geschehen? Ein Nebenprodukt der Arschtritte, die Sie in der deutschen Filmwelt austeilen, zweifelsohne.
Sparen Sie sich Ihre Komplimente, Sie alter Hund.
Number 7, Australian English.
Welcome to Australia.
This accent makes both men and women swoon at its very comforting and distinguished sound.
Bloody odd language, though, George. Jesus.
Sharing some similarities with British English, Australian English has also been influenced by neighboring Indigenous and Gaelic languages.
You really expect me to go for that crap?
Calling to mind the sun, nature, and cute and cuddly animals like kangaroos and koalas, we just can't get enough of this English language variant from Down Under, especially if it's rolling off the tongues of the likes of Hugh Jackman, Nicole Kidman, or the late Heath Ledger.
Well, maybe you're not afraid of me, but I'm sure you've thought about me naked, huh?
Number 6, Swedish.
People are comfortable being nude.
Now, people who, if you haven't been to Sweden, you imagine like people walking down the street of like there's polar bears and nude people everywhere. It's not quite like that.
I'm seeing nude people riding polar bears.
Yeah.
This is certainly one of our most favorite Scandinavian accents, and not only because its native country is officially named Kingdom of Sweden.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Listening to this North Germanic language is actually one of the sweetest sounds. Spoken mostly in Sweden as well as in parts of Finland.
Yeah, I speak Swedish to big audiences.
Swedish differs from most other European languages as it features a pitch accent, meaning that speakers will vary pitch to differentiate words.
It's the cadence. It's like the It's really sexy.
I'm glad you're doing it because if I did that, it would be offensive.
We especially love the ever-classic Stellan Skarsgård's accent, as well as that of his son, Alexander.
I am from Sweden, yes.
Oh my God. Is that your actual? That's not your actual accent, is it?
It is.
You talk like that?
Ja.
Do you? Is that the way people talk in Sweden?
No, yes, it has a very different cadence in Sweden. We talk, the melody is very different.
Number 5, British English.
We may be a small country, but we're a great one too. Country of Shakespeare, Churchill, the Beatles, Sean Connery, Harry Potter.
Also known as the United Kingdom, it's home of the famously fabulous accent that we've all come to know, adore, and in many cases have even tried to imitate.
Smashing baby!
Who doesn't love to listen to the posh sound of Elizabeth Hurley or Jude Law as they speak sweet words of symphony?
Is that a trick question?
While there are many variations of the accent across the UK, so much so that one British accent can't really be pinpointed.
Sexy.
Really sexy.
There's just something so irresistible and classy about it that we've got to put it on here.
Yes, I would like that very much indeed.
Number 4, Italian.
You really should learn to speak Italian. It's not very difficult.
I know. The tough thing is learning to think Italian.
Home to Venice, one of Europe's most romantic cities, could be validation enough to place the Italian language on our list without any other explanation necessary.
Welcome home.
But if we must, the history, beauty, cuisine, and culture of this magical country also contribute to the sensual nature of its official language.
But very beautiful, elegant. I am very serious, eh?
From Sophia Loren to Monica Bellucci, some of the best and best-looking talents come from Italy.
Cause and effect, my love.
Number 3, Irish.
Where are you from, Ireland, originally?
They don't call it Irish charm for nothing.
It's good luck.
This accent is made even sexier when paired with a natural wit and alluring personality.
Learn a new language, maybe?
I can hardly do English. There's one thing I like about Europe, though. You don't have to learn any other languages.
And even though there might be times when we're not exactly sure what is being said, we still can't help but yearn to hear more of that interesting and captivating sound.
We'd always do accents. That was kind of the automatic thing for us to do. So it was always a fun thing for me to do, and I was kind of used to doing it.
A few examples: Chris O'Dowd, Colin Farrell, and Liam Neeson, anyone?
No. We all want to have sex in every room, including yours.
Number 2, French.
Let's get down to it. What would you like to know?
France is undoubtedly one of the most romantic places on Earth. And so, it's no surprise that their language would take one of the top spots on our list.
I did not know you spoke French.
Oui, bien sûr, je parle français. Qu'est-ce que tu penses alors? Oh, you're so sexy.
In fact, French is actually part of a group of languages called the Romance languages.
Ça dépend. Ça dépend. Oui.
There's just a certain je ne sais quoi about it that makes our hearts jump when we hear it.
Those are in French.
I took it in school.
Ah. Tu veux enlever ton manteau?
Do I want to take off something?
Perhaps that has something to do with its soft nature, which makes it seem smooth and passionate at the same time.
Especially to curse with. Nom de Dieu, de putain de bordel de merde de saloperie de connard d'enculé de ta mère. It's like wiping your ass with silk.
A few of our very favorites include Audrey Tautou, Marion Cotillard, and Vincent Cassel.
That was me seducing you, when it needs to be the other way around.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Hey Liz, a gym teacher on a sex store of Indonesia called. He wants his shirt back.
Okay, that's solid, Korkova. That's a good burn.
What do you think is it that you really gave to Arab teenagers?
Pop star, singer, singing in Arabic, which they don't have.
How do you actually pronounce your name?
Charlize Theron.
I much prefer that. That's so much sexier.
Alexander.
Say Olive.